So let's take a look at where we are when it is time to begin what we've been calling in the group the fiddly bit. In other words, the section where we first begin to really work with 3 different balls of yarn attached. What are we looking at this point? What do we see? Well, first of all, we should have finished a wrong side row, and we will be looking at the right side of the work. So how do we know that we're on the right side? Well, first of all, I hope you have a stitch marker to indicate your right side, but even if you don't, you can go back to the first video about telling the right side from the wrong side and look for example, adjacent to your growing edge at the right hand side, as we've got things on the left needle, there's our working yarn, our C1, the yarn we've been working with. That's ready to work its way across from right to left. So that's how we know that we're on the right side. If we look to the wrong side at this point, you should see what we did in a previous video, which is we have temporarily woven in the ends of our second and third balls of yarn, our C1A and our C2. In this case, the C2 is the blue and the C1A is a second ball of the orangey pinky yellowy colorway, whose number escapes me at the moment. Very pretty though, isn't it? Like bubblegum. So that's what we see on the wrong side. This is what we see on the right side. And you'll notice that we also have the rest of our equipment, supplies and equipment ready to go. For example, we have all of our additional balls of yarn, in fact all 3 balls of yarn, are put into their individual containers. In this case I have little Ziploc bags. Keep in mind that I'm not using full balls of yarn as you will be using yourself in the pattern. I'm, for this demonstration, using leftovers that I've got in stash. Trying to be frugal, you know. And also, of course, we are going to need a stitch marker. It doesn't really matter what kind of stitch marker, but I would recommend something big and bold enough that you're always going to be able to see it coming or even feel it coming without any trouble as you work. If you've got that all together, then you're ready to go on to the next step and the next video.